Okay, guys, this is day number 9, and today I want to focus on something that I think is more important than the actual results for the day, and that's why today worked. Okay, because on the surface, it was a good day. Expectancy was over 2, the numbers were solid, but that's not really the point. The real question is, why did the day work? And for me, it keeps coming back to the same thing that I've been talking about in these videos, which is execution. Sticking to the rules, managing losses, and continuing to take trades as a part of a larger sample. Because right now, I'm really not trying to prove anything in a single day. What I'm trying to do is build towards 500 to 1,000 trades. That's the only way that I'm going to know if this system actually has an edge. And that's where I think most traders actually go wrong. They don't want to do that work because it takes time, a lot of time. People want to make money quickly. They want results in a week, maybe a month. And thing is that trading doesn't work like that. Before you can make money consistently, you need to know if what you're doing even works. And the only way to know that is through repetition, through data. That's why you see traders have short bursts of success. Maybe they do well for a month, maybe they do well for a few months, but then they just disappear. They fall off the map, they lose it all, and then they're back to square one because they've never built a foundation. They've never tested their system over a large enough sample. For me, this is a business, all right? This is a trading business. I'm not in this for excitement or quick wins or anything like that. So I have to approach this completely different. The phase right now is the testing phase. This is where I'm collecting data, and this is where I've already back tested. So I already have an idea of what the system should do. But what I need to do is see how it performs in real time with real decisions, with real risk, real money on the table, handling real emotions. And today is a part of all of that. The numbers were solid. Expectancy was over 2, consistent with the rest of the week that I've been trading. And what that tells me is that the system can handle losses. And that's critical because if you're going to take 500 trades, you're going to have losing streaks. That's guaranteed. The question isn't whether you'll lose. The question is whether you can survive those losses. Because if you take one loss or even a few, and that's all it takes to take you out, you're never going to reach that sample size that you need. So what I'm looking for right now is durability, something that can stay intact over a long period of time. And so far, that's what I'm seeing. Now, there's another side to this, and that's the psychological side. And I'll be honest, I'm starting to feel a little impatient. You want to see the results, you want to know that it's working, and you want to speed things up. But that's exactly where you can go wrong, because if you act on impatience, then you start changing things. You start forcing trades, you start increasing your size, and that is going to break the process. So part of what I'm doing right now is learning to sit with those feelings, learning to sit with those emotions, to feel it and not to act on it, because that also is part of trading. Okay, you don't eliminate those emotions. They don't go away. You learn how to manage them. So again, today, overall, it was a good day, not just because of the numbers, but because the process held. And that's what matters right now. If you want to follow along with this, I also write out my thoughts on Substack where I go a little bit deeper. And I'll include charts there every now and then, but really I'm focusing on the journey. But I may start throwing some trade analysis and things that I'm looking at. But the link is below for if you want to check that out. But this is day 9. So that's day 9, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Let me go ahead and post the stats. So let me do that right now. Here's the stats for the day, and here's what we're at. Expectancy was 2.26, and the profit factor was 0.5. So again, it held. It was a pretty good day all along. So until next time on day number 10. Take care, everybody.